Chelsea 0, Wolves 0, Thomas Tuchel's first game. Just some really quick, really brief, full-time thoughts from me on the game. I'm not going to judge anything to do with the squad, what we're doing going forward, because there's no point. The man was literally announced at 5 p.m. yesterday. He's worked maybe a couple of hours with the squad yesterday. It's not... In terms of going forward, there's nothing too much to take away, but there were some thoughts just from the game tonight. Initially, I liked the starting 11 he picked. I liked the innovation to play Hudson-Odoi as a wing-back. I liked the idea that Havertz was going to be... Havertz and Ziyech both in their sort of almost equal free roles behind Giroud as a striker. I quite liked that. Kovacic, I liked in the team because I think he's going to play a lot better under Tuchel, and I think he will really get the best out of him. Jorginho, not a massive fan of it, but I also expected it. So judging by that, I wasn't surprised the Mount was on the bench. I was disappointed. However, we've got to take into account Mount's played a lot of football, and Tuchel is likely to play him less than Lampard did, purely because he's going to be less influential, I think, in this Chelsea team. It doesn't take anything away from Mason Mount. I love him, and I do think he's probably still Chelsea's best player. It was unsurprising, therefore, for me, when Mount came on, we looked good. I thought maybe Tuchel could have done that quicker and experimented with Pulisic, Abraham and Mount coming on quicker, because I think we looked a better side. But I'm not worried. He's literally worked with these players for a couple of hours. This isn't a massive problem at all. In terms of also in the game, I thought we moved the ball too slowly, and Giroud didn't particularly work up front, in my opinion. We weren't hitting him, playing balls up to him. He didn't really get in the game. When we did, I thought his touch was off. Basically, that's it. Moving forward, what do I want to see? I want to see just better all-round play. I think Hudson-Odoi was really bright. I'm really happy to see him playing and being trusted in that wing-back role as well. And how good was he? He was brilliant. Up and down, because we dominated the ball, he basically played as a winger. I think it was good of Tuchel to then play Pulisic as a wing-back when he came on as well, because Wolves weren't coming forward. I liked that. I liked that dynamic of it. I liked the trust. I liked that element of it a lot. Moving forward, there's lots of positives, and I'm really looking forward to it now to see what we can do against Burnley. It's going to be a similar story. They're going to line up in a low block themselves. We're going to have to break them down. We're going to need the innovation, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, and I would love to see Mount in that midfield, whether it's for Jorginho or it's for Kovacic. I think against a low block, then Mount can work really well. Obviously, he came in and played that sort of almost free role. Did he come on for Havertz? Or did he come... No, he came on for Ziyech, didn't he? So Mount coming on in that free role in place of Ziyech. He's played there before, under Lampard in a 3 at the back as well. I liked that. However, I think if we're going to play him at the weekend, I would play him in a midfield position. There's no worries for me with that. You know, he's gone with experience. He said before the game, Tuchel said before the game, I've gone with experience. It's an unfair lineup, and to that extent, it's true. But I'm really looking forward now after that game. We controlled the ball well. I thought off-the-ball movement was a bit slow, but it's going to come. And I really liked the fact that he's changed things up straight away. In-game, he's been a bit more fluid to let players do their own sort of thing in terms of Hudson-Odoi on the left, on the right, swapping over of... it was Pulisic... not Pulisic, sorry. The swapping over of Havertz and Ziyech in that free role. I liked that freedom. Although they both sort of dipped in and out of the game, wasn't too bad. Yeah, on to Burnley. We move. There's lots to take forward, but you can't judge him yet. It's going to be a few games, few weeks now before we can really start to get a feel of what Tuchel's going to bring to Chelsea. But I'm excited, really excited.